love the show. I loved it since first episode. I was really excited. Hoping for season 2 because
Me too. Me too.
that cliffhanger is gonna be like,
Oh, it's intense. We saw a little sneaky peeky of it all, and the entire cast was like, it's pretty epic. Let's put it that way. It's pretty epic. It's literally out of this world.
which is perfect for StarCraft.
Zing! Like that.
So last episode, Roman and Emery were kind of exposed.
Right.
What happens with that from now on?
So from Emery and Roman's sort of romantic exposure in the Atrian world, Matt Roman has some issues that come up within his tribe and within the safety of the Atrians. So he tries to put Emery at a distance. Again, we all know how this happens. Boys are stupid. Don't do that. So then I go off and try to do my own thing, and then I walk in on him doing something, and it gets very heated, and I get very upset. And then I go save the day and get into a fight. I pick up microscopes and in lab equipment and throw them in order to save friends.
Interesting.
Yeah, that was the most bizarre thing that could come out of my mouth. Well, not the most bizarre thing, but pretty bizarre. Made no sense, but it does if you watch the episode.
What about anything else that you can tease of what's coming up for Emery?
What else is coming up for Emery? We're on episode, this is going to be episode 10. Wow, it's almost the end. There's a lot more of Emery is sort of figuring out who she is and really kind of standing on her own 2 feet and not letting people walk on her and asserting herself. And then there's a lot more you find out about the Romery-Emery relationship and how it sort of unfolds and sort of the hopes for the future.
What about Grayson? How does he fit in that picture?
Grayson, Emery finds herself in a weird sort of love triangle where the two of them have sort of teamed up almost against her in a way. And so she kind of has to navigate that very, very carefully. Emery's a little bit of a hussy. It's pretty much what happens. She means well. She just doesn't know how to really navigate relationships very well.
See more of her and Julia in the coming episode?
You do. You definitely, episode 10, you see a lot more of her and Julia, and actually her going in and sort of repaying her debt to Chelsea. Chelsea's character. I'm drawing a blank on Chelsea's character's name. Terry. There we go. Wow, that happened. And sort of Emery sort of showing that you don't have to be an alien or have supernatural powers in order to help save the day.
And now, how has the experience been for you to be on a show like Starcross? Because you were in Friday Night Lights before. How has that changed been?
It's definitely a different genre. I mean, we have really cool technology and fun fashion, and you sort of get to play with the idea of if, technology and fashion and society is like it is right now, what does it look like in 10 years? And kind of trying to keep that still attainable and still relatable, but slightly out of the norm. But it's been really interesting. I mean, the cool thing that's funny that we do now is tweeting. That wasn't even a thing back when Friday Night Lights was on. And so now every episode for Starcross, the entire cast gets together and we all live tweet. And just the fan interactions, right off the bat, and just them interacting and them interacting with each other about the show. And that's been really wonderful.
My final question for you is, do you have a message for the fans as they get ready to watch the final 4 episodes of the season?
Oh, I would say when you watch an episode to not get up and have to go to the bathroom or get food. They are full on every single minute of the episode. Something's going on, and by the end of the season, it'll leave you pretty speechless.